I just got to tell you that this is a giant moment for me. This moment just encompasses the 3 years that I've been a dad. From start to finish. This is it, baby.
The beginning and the end, right?
Well, I don't know.
Not the end.
I don't know if it's the end.
End is never
It's
a good.
the end of her being under my wing. Now she's going to fly away and
come
she's
back.
going to call me when, you know, she needs something.
Or something good happens.
Which might be next week.
Or something good happens. It could be something good, right? They call you and tell you something good.
That happens.
That happens. Not everything's bad.
She'll
Some things
call
are good.
Tracy when things are good. She'll call me
When things are bad.
So, okay, and I get to look forward to vacations in Toledo. You know,
In the winter?
Yeah, well,
In the winter?
Whenever Tracy decides we're going on vacation. So
Winter's good in Toledo,
I
I
got
hear.
that going for me. So I'm really excited.
18 degrees.
I'm really excited.
In the sun. Or in the shade.
I'm your dad's get to look forward to all that.
This is a very special setup where you have to put your wishes for Vonda and Jill in here. And so these are the Jill wishes card, and these are the Vonda wishes card. So take this pen.
Okay. Write something nice to the little girls who are going to have to go grow up in a hurry right now.
And look, people have already done it. Yeah. That's nice.
So hey, so this is your day. We've been talking about this. I'm in the background. You don't hear about me. I'm like the behind the scenes guy.
I'm just going to puff my chest up and I'm just going to... That was pretty funny.
But Jill and Melissa and we got this food was good.
Great. Couldn't be happier for Vonda, Jill, and Melissa, all graduates from Cronkite. The world is their oyster.
She's on it now.
They're going to set the world on fire, right? They're going to create chaos in the newsroom.
Right, Jill?
Don't make any phone calls.
Father's talking.
Chaos in the newsroom, like the keynote speaker said last night, right? She doesn't.
Yeah. But later, it all comes together. Do you want to say anything?
I love you. I'm going to miss you. Oh my God.
We'll have more video.
There yet. I can't.
Okay, I'm looking for little snippets for the video. So, would you want to say anything to Jill or Vonda? Is it okay? All right, sign language.
Sign language. No, I know sign language. What do you want me to say?
That's okay. You don't have to talk.
She doesn't have to talk.
Yeah.
Wait, Sean. Do we have? You think we probably don't have? Why am I asking if we have cheese in the house? Because their cheese all has cilantro in it.
Oh.
Cheese and ranges. I should go check. Are you videoing them?
Yeah, it's just I'll cut.
That's all she had to say.
That's what it's about.
And I am so proud of her and all that she's going to accomplish in this world. And I love her to death. And I don't know Jill, but I love her too.
We love her too. Me too. Me too. Who's this right here? Is this your sister? Oh, okay.
Can you tell?
Yes. Okay, we're eating, we're partying. Anything you want to say to your daughter that she can see later?
Follow your dreams, but leave politics alone. But go ahead with it.
Yeah, that's good.
I've only been here 15 minutes. I'm having like one of the times in my summer. I'm in December. Yeah, of course. Pleasure to meet you, sir. Thanks for having us. Enjoy. Oh. Please. Where's my wife? Come right here, buddy.
Isn't she gorgeous?
Yes, she is.
So, if I haven't met you yet or introduced myself to you, I'm Judge. And this is my wife, Tracy. And this is our house, and welcome everybody. This is the space that Vonda invaded for 3 years. And now we're getting it back, and I really don't know how I feel about that, but it's kind of sad. I feel like I had a daughter for 3 years, and I didn't have one before, so I can't be crying yet.
Can't cry yet.
So first of all, Vonda is standing with Al and Terry. These are her parents. Say, wave, everybody. And the party today is also for Jill, and her parents are here, Brian and Julie. So it's been quite an experience for me these last 3 years. There's been kind of moments where a 53-year-old guy and a 20-year-old girl, you know, are suddenly in the same space together, and there's been some interesting moments. And I just thought maybe you'd like to hear about some of them. And in the tradition of this family, I want you to know that when we christen moments like this, important moments, we like to do that with a poem. So I happen to have a poem right here. And the title of the poem is, Who's Vonda? You know they don't have glasses.
Glasses.
Thank you. Sorry.
Sorry.
Here. Here's a pair of readers.
Mom, never mind.
How's that?
These will be great for the video. Who's Vonda? Can you hear me, please? In the late 70s, when I was 18, I'd ponder my life and what it might mean. Us kids were immature and needy. We were horny, selfish, and greedy. And it was daunting to think what I'd seen. I thought of my future, and I got apprehensive. Raising kids just seemed so extensive. You only get one life, and child rearing is strife, especially when they're so damned expensive. So I decided right then and right there, I'd have no children to cause me despair. I'd live in interesting places and be in control of my spaces, and without the stress, I wouldn't lose all my hair. But every time I would go on a date, and I'd think maybe this one was fate. Soon it wasn't even a maybe, because they all wanted a baby, and I'd end up feeling their hate. Then I met Tracy, and life was a blur. We were so ready to change how things were. She couldn't get pregnant and thought she was a zero. Suddenly my attitude made me her hero, and I thanked God for sending me her. We fell in love, and our joy seemed to double. We were so happy living inside our bubble. Life was fun and easy on our own, and then someone named Vondalynn called on the phone. And I said, honey, will this cause us any trouble? Who's Vondalynn, and what do I need to know? She's the daughter of your childhood friend, Terry Joe? This is kind of odd and a little wild. So she's technically our godchild, and you've only met her once or twice or so? And she thinks she wants to move here. What, go to ASU, party hard, and drink beer? I mean, the kids these days, they live their lives in a haze. And Tracy said, honey, it'll be fun. Have no fear. So 3 years ago, we helped Vonda move into the dorm. So many little girls running around in a swarm. It was expensive, cramped, and icky. And the other girls were stuck up and cliquey. And Vonda hated that was her new norm. But she said she would soon be happy. She and her friends planned a semester at sea. 12 weeks on a ship. It was an educational trip. 18,000 more debt was all it would be. I said, wait, how much debt will you owe? I was hoping the number was low. She said, if I pin back my ears and finish ASU in 2 years, it'll only be about $80,000 or so. I bit my lip so hard that it bled. I couldn't believe I just heard what she said. If she'll make that mistake, how many more shall we make? I've got to fix the inside of this girl's head. So Tracy and I had a meeting, because time to fix this was fleeting. Should we move her into our place and disrupt this calm space before she takes a financial beating? So we moved her in the next day. And for room and for food, she won't pay. But she soon would find that Tracy and I speak her mind, and she's going to listen and do what we say. First, you're an adult now, so there's no need to sob. Your parents' bank account is not yours to rob. From the nest you have flown, now you're out on your own, so go out there and get yourself a job. Here, we exercise and we prepare what we eat, which is vegetables, whole grains, and lean meat. No more Doritos and deep fried potatoes. Here, eat this salad with mushrooms and tomatoes. And don't expect us to buy anything sweet. Now, your major is all about the news, but in government, geography, and history class, you did snooze. So you'll listen to our perspective. It'll be an important mandatory elective, and then you'll understand both right and left-wing views. And if you want to earn lots of pay, then it's important to fix how you say. There's no such word as fountain, and we don't live next to a mountain. And the word should only be said once a day. Now, 35 years ago, I went to that giant campus too. How could I prepare her for the massiveness of ASU? But really, I just became one of her sources for what was mostly cyber online courses. Today's ASU is far different than what I knew. I said, whenever you graduate and finally start your career, it's going to be the opposite of how it is living here. Fancy living won't be common. You're going to be broke and eating top ramen. Don't buy champagne, because you can't even afford cheap beer. Because the truth is, life isn't going to be fair. It often gives you just a little more than you can bear. So don't get addicted to internet drama. Peace comes when you don't create daily trauma, and all of your thoughts you do not need to share. To her credit, she did listen to what we would say. She went to school, then to work, and kept a high GPA. Then a buddy said to me, she should intern in Washington, D.C. That would look great on her resume. So off to Capitol Hill she did go to experience our government from head to toe. And to my shock and elation, that's where Tracy planned our summer vacation. Were we parents afraid to let our daughter go? But it's been more like a gift straight from God. Vonda and Tracy are like two peas in a pod. We've shared love, happiness, and pain. We even all jumped out of an airplane. And now that she's leaving, it's going to be awfully odd. Is she really ready to be out on her own? Did we say everything that we could, or we've known? What if she does something errant? Oh my God, I'm thinking like a parent. Judge, let her go out and reap what she's sown. So, Tracy and I promise not to be too leery. You need to go now and live on Lake Erie. Hurry, go enjoy your last good burrito, because it's going to be different living in Toledo. And when you drive away, we'll try not to get too teary. And let's not forget Jill, who's part of this bit. She's also going to go out and see where she'll fit. Are both of your stomachs a little queasy? Because this ain't going to be easy. And deep down inside, you're probably both saying, holy cow. So everyone, let's raise a glass of our wine and our beer. What the hell? I don't even have
You taking somebody?
So everyone, let's raise a glass of our wine and our beer and toast these two graduates with hopeful good cheer. Of all of the places across this great nation, Tracy says Toledo's my next summer vacation. So Vonda, just know you can always come back and visit here.
Cheers.
Good luck, baby.
That is all so true.
I just wanted to say we love you, and also, Vonda, we actually have a little something for you to remember us by. These have been amazing 3 years, and you are the daughter that I always wished I could have, and I love you. Thank you so much. Yeah. Terrific.
Oh my goodness.
So that's the poem that Judge just read with all of the memories of the last 3 years.
So nice. Wow. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. Wow. Everyone's staring at me.
Anybody else that wants the mic can have it.
I don't even want to talk about it.
Oh, actually, Vonda does want the mic.
I gotta catch my breath. Okay. Okay,
Don't leave them standing too long, they'll wander.
No, I gotta drive.
I need like a tissue. And glasses.
Oh yeah, glasses.
First, I want to say thank you, everyone, for coming out. I did not know. Well, actually, 2 days ago, Tracy was like, how are we going to get 80 people there? This isn't going to happen. Like, we need to turn it to 65. So, in like 2 days, we put the number down. So, I'm glad that everyone came out, because if there were like 10 people here, I'd be in a lot of trouble for all the planning that she's done. And Jill and I, actually, she's the superwoman. We didn't do anything at all. We were like, we got to get 80 people. Fuck, we don't have that many friends. I'm sorry, excuse my language. I've had a few drinks because I did just graduate college, and like, why not drink when you graduate college, right? I also wrote a speech, but I can't read it. I might. Well, I'll just read it, and it's. I'm just gonna stop reading it at some point. So far it says. The last few years have been a time of maturity for me. It was working double shifts on the weekends and cramming in schoolwork during the week. It was learning how to budget and paying loans. Finally getting approved for my first credit card, and then buying my first car with the help of Judge and Tracy. It was one day being told that I needed to buy 4 brand new tires, which most of you know is pretty expensive. While thinking about the many things I could do with $1,200, it was realizing that this was the first of many obstacles to come. So I bought the tires. I reflect on the person that I've grown into. It was 18 years ago when my mom and I were driving down the street, and I saw a billboard with a Barbie on it, begging my mom to go and buy it for me. I threw a tantrum when she didn't turn the car around and instead told me, Vonda, Christmas is right around the corner. In my own stubborn way, I was like, well, then drive me around the corner. And all she could do was laugh. Growing up with 4 kids in the house was not always easy on my parents, and I certainly didn't make it any easier. In fact, I think back to all the times grocery shopping with my mom. I would map out the week's dinner menu. I can assure you that I never missed a single trip to the grocery store on any given Sunday evening because I wanted to plan what I was going to be eating for that week. And I didn't think about the 3 other kids that were living in the house either. Looking back, we really did share a special bond. We were so close, and you let me control everything. So many things that I didn't open a single Christmas present any year that I didn't wrap myself for 12 years. I don't know how you dealt with me, but you did. And I lost my place here. Okay. Looking back now, you may have never been successful in surprising me, but you always had a way of providing me with everything I needed to succeed. And most importantly, driving ambition to get there. Normally I don't have this many speech problems. I got my compassion from my mother, not my father. Although he has taught me some pretty remarkable things. For those of you who have seen me dance, you can thank Alvin wherever you are. And then okay, this is, I don't normally give speeches either, by the way. And then my mom and I came to visit Judge and Tracy here in Arizona. And I saw how they lived. I saw their life. I knew I wanted to go to school for journalism. But I never imagined that I would have moved into this house and been so inspired by the two of you and have been able to live here. And that's when my entire life has completely changed. I moved in and I was comfortable, but probably 30 pounds bigger than I am right now. And I remember Judge saying to Tracy, well, we can get her to go to boot camp and whatnot. So the first 3 months I was here, I was waking up at 6 a.m. in the morning, and I would go to boot camp every single day, and I was eating green salad and tomatoes. And I'm like, what are they doing to me? Why am I here? These people are crazy. And I remember talking about it all the time. And then one day I woke up and I'm like, this is the best thing that's ever happened to me. And from then, just as Judge was saying, and I tried to write this, but I didn't know what to say because everything that you see standing in front of you I've been taught by these two wonderful people. And I've just been a sponge. I've been 2 ears and 1 mouth, and I've used them in that order. And I can't even speak after you just gave that amazing poem, an amazing speech, beyond saying that I owe everything I've learned in the last 3 years to the two of you. And individually, Tracy, you have taught me so much about being a young woman and being an adult and being sassy and being, going out and getting what you want by working for it and just taking life day by day, not worrying about the small things and making things happen. And I don't think that I would have ever known my path without your guidance and support and listening to Judge. And a lot of the time he'd yell at me. And he would make me feel really stupid when he'd read the papers that I wrote, and he would sit there and be like, this is all, what is this? And I would spend a lot of time, I spent a lot of time writing. I'm like, he's gonna like this. And then he sits down and he's like, oh my God. And I know when he's mad because he sits in his office and he doesn't even look at me and he's like, you need to come here. And then I go and I sit in the chair Indian style because it's gonna take a while, and then he rewrites everything I said, and then we somehow figure out a plan and we make it work. And the teachers all love me because he's a genius. And I just don't know, you don't know how important you've been to me in the last 3 years. I could go on forever. I really could. But words just don't express how much you guys mean to me. And I'm so grateful to be here. And it's the reason, you two are the reason why I have a job and I leave in 12 days. But I'm a go-getter with these biceps of mine. All because of you two, and I love you so much. And thank you to my parents for being here. My Aunt Debbie and Uncle Jeff drove all the way from California. And Alex and Renee came from California too. My sister here. And all of you. I am so grateful. I couldn't imagine leaving Arizona without a wonderful group of people to celebrate with. I am so thankful. Thank you.
We just grew up right there too. Oh man, that was fabulous. You put your dose on and you rocked it. You spoke with your heart. I didn't have any
I was thinking about what I was saying before I was singing it.
It's like
Weird.
everything we talked about just worked right there.
It was perfect.
Rosie,
Rosie, I'm all weepy.
A+.
I couldn't have better. She was fabulous, Rosie. She just grew up right there in front of her eyes. She put the notes down and she became a woman. My work is done. Let's go fishing. Vonda, love you.
Yes, baby.
Go.
That was beautiful.
Go crew.
Absolutely beautiful.
Tag team music in full effect. That's me, DC, the brain supreme, and my man Steam Rolling. We're kicking the flow. We're kicking the flow. And it goes a little something like this. Tag team back again. Check into reckon. Let's begin. Party on, party people. Let me hear some noise. DC's in the house. Jump, jump and rejoice. There's a party over here, a party over there. Wave your hands in the air, shake your derriere. These 3 words mean you're getting busy. Whoop, there it is. Hit me. Whoop, there it is. Come on, y'all. A little louder. Come on, y'all. Louder. Come on, y'all. A little louder. Come on, y'all. Upside down and inside out. About to show all you folks what it's all about. Now it's time for me to get on the mic and make this mother party hype. I'm taking it back to the old school, cause I'm an old fool who's so cool. If you wanna get down, I'ma show you the way. Whoop, there it is. Let me hear you say, whoop, there it is. Come on, y'all. A little louder. Come on, y'all. Louder. Come on, y'all. A little louder. Come on, y'all. Whoop, shakalaka, 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 shakalaka. 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 Point blank, get a juice I drank, getting bent and bent as a puff on dank. Rock the mic, uh-oh, I crave skin, rip through, find a honey dip to dip it in, slam bang.
She put the notes down.
She put what in
She put her notes down. She
I
quit
know.
speaking from the notes.
I know.
She just grew up.
Yeah.
She just grew up.